Hey folks, John with Complete Technology Solutions, your friend in the computer business. So you can tell what we're doing today, guys. I have had more emails recently asking this exact question. So let's tear this down and get right into it. Here we go. The truth is we're in 2022, and as a lot of you guys know, YouTube has become a massive platform with millions of different creators on there, and it's really hard to rise from the bottom to actually become any of the big time creators. Now, granted, guys, I'm small potato chips here, man. I really am. But at the end of the day, I love my channel. I love what I do, and I personally think that it really shows, especially when I'm interacting with my with the viewers. So I wanted to give you guys a couple of tips. First of all, before we actually get into that, I want to show you how I started. Check this out. Oh, hey folks. Good to see you all again. I know a lot of you are wondering where I have been. Back from the old days of crashing, mashing, and bashing RC cars, we've done a little bit of modification, changes, and upgrades to our format. So we will be bringing a lot of our old fans over, but hopefully creating some new fans. Welcome to Complete Technology Solutions, your friend in the computer business, sponsored by the Cattle Barn. Yeah, guys, the audio, the video, the stage, the area, the lighting, everything was terrible. But at the end of the day, the first thing you've got to do is put yourself out there. So be willing to make those videos and put them out there. You may get criticism, but every criticism is a chance to improve. So you need to constantly move forward with your videos. And as you can see, even looking back through mine, they're a constant evolution. Things have changed and evolved over and over and over the last few years to get to where we are currently. The next thing I'm going to tell you guys is when you do start building up any kind of a base, engage with your viewers. If any of the viewers care enough to take the time to watch your video and respond to you in any way, now I'm talking positive or negative, doesn't really matter, guys. What we're talking about is conversations here, interactions. It's all good, no matter whether it's positive or negative. So interact with your people and talk to them. You might find that a lot more of them like you than you think. And a lot more of them might actually think the way you do as well, which kind of makes videos easier. They'll give you ideas of what they want to see. And if you're into it, you go ahead and make those videos. Another thing I'm going to tell you, don't try to be anybody else, guys. When I started my channel up, a lot of you guys know that I'm a huge fan of the old retro computing. Duh, right? But like we're talking about YouTubers like the 8-Bit Guy and Adrian's Digital Basement and all these things like that. Those are the ones I actually had talked to in the beginning. And I thought, you know what? I'll try to emulate myself after them. And it just didn't work because it wasn't natural for me. So you've got to find something on your channel that you're willing to do that comes naturally to you, but that you are excited about. Because trust me, if you like what you're doing, it will come through on that camera. Everybody will see it. If you hate it or you're faking it, people are going to know. That's a simple fact of nature. Which also brings me to the next thing, which is your niche. What you want to make your videos about. Now, obviously, you guys can see, I am a tech guy. I always have been. But just because I'm a tech guy doesn't mean I'm going to limit myself down to one thing, which is building computers or fixing computers. There's too much beyond technology that you can do that's other than just computers. So you guys may have noticed that my niche has changed quite a bit. I've evolved what I do. I started in retro computers, as you can see from those videos. I moved into computer repairs and game systems, and I still build those retro game systems, and we're going to have more videos of those coming. And then on to the non-lethal self-defense guns. And no matter what you do, guys, don't be afraid to explore new areas. If it's something you've become passionate about, jump in there and do it. Seriously. If one day you start a new hobby and you're like, man, this thing is great, share it with your viewers. Your passion will come through on that camera. Now, for things you can use. Now, there are a couple of different pieces of software out there. A lot of people are going to tell you guys to use TubeBuddy. It's fantastic, actually. It's kind of like
if you think of it kind of like YouTube in the studio, where you can track your users and views and all the statistics and all that kind of stuff. Well, TubeBuddy does that for you on an app. And it's fantastic because it does track down all this kind of, the little miscellaneous data you might want to know on a day-to-day basis. Now, words you're going to hear, SEO. You're going to hear this. I don't care what YouTuber group you're in. I don't care who you talk to. Everybody's going to scream, SEO, SEO, SEO. And you will get inundated by people that are actually, shall we say, less than on the level when it comes to promoting your channel. And another term you're going to hear quite a bit, guys, is sub for sub. Don't ever do sub for sub. And here's why. Number one, it violates the YouTube's terms of service, and it will get your channel banned. Sooner or later, it's going to happen. Number two, if you do a sub for sub, what you're going to have is a whole bunch of people that have subbed your channel but don't watch it. So you end up with a great subscriber count and no watch hours, and a whole bunch of people that do not engage with your channel. But like I said, more importantly, do not do sub for sub. It is really, really bad. And whatever you do, under no circumstances ever buy subs. Don't buy subs and don't buy watch hours. If you do that, it is a rocket ship to getting your channel banned. Definitely don't do that. Guaranteed. Don't fall for that, guys. SEO stands for search engine optimization. What that basically means is when somebody goes onto YouTube and types in something that they actually want to look at or they want to see, the search engine goes out and it finds the best match for exactly what they have typed. So when you're doing a video, specifically if it's on something like very specific, like let's say I'm doing a video on this Panasonic camera, okay? Well, you could put in there, let's check out this camera. Okay, so what? Probably nobody's going to find it. But if in there you put, let's do a demo or a review of the Panasonic DMZ ZS5, you put that down there, somebody goes into the search window and types in Panasonic ZS5 or whatever, they're going to pull up your video because it is exactly titled what they're looking for. Keep in mind, whatever you title those videos, it's important, especially to a smaller YouTuber. Now, granted, get the guys out there that are huge, that have got 500 trillion subs. It doesn't matter what they could put on there. They could put L, and a million people are going to watch it. But when you're starting out, guys, that SEO is very important. So make sure that you are watching how you are titling your videos. And what I would do is, after you make your video, figure out what the synopsis is, the overarching thing that you just shot a video on. Go onto YouTube and search for something like that in your own terms, in your own words. Like if you're looking for that camera, if I was going out and I was thinking, boy, I want to buy this camera, I would type in reviews for Panasonic, blah, blah, blah. And that's exactly how you want to word this thing. So you want to get moved to the top of that list so people hit you. Now, when it comes to watch time, this can be a little bit sketchy, a little bit tricky, okay? You make shorts. Now, short videos are anything within that 1 minute clip. Typically, you're going to be doing them on your cell phone, although you can do them on the computer too. They will generate subscribers, but they don't generate watch hours. And when it comes to monetization, they don't actually count towards monetization. So you want to be kind of careful with that. It's a delicate balance. You want to check. If you got a channel that's all shorts, then odds are you'll have 100,000 views and 40 watch hours. So you kind of want to avoid that. You need to make sure that you keep your videos, your longer stream videos, longer than that 8-minute mark, so that you're making sure that you're getting seen and people are watching the videos. On that note, though, there are a couple things that can help you out. There is a website out there called Prodvigate, and I'm going to put links for all this, by the way, down here, guys. These are things I've tested, so I know for a fact that they're on the level and they work. Prodvigate is actually a promotion channel where you'll pay a small amount of money, and it can be any amount you want. It can be, $1 to $1 million, whatever you want to pay. And what they will do is they will promote whatever videos you give them out on the internet. This will guaranteed bring in viewers. It works, but it can get expensive, so make sure you're careful. They're also very, very selective about the videos that they'll actually place on Prodvigate or that they'll promote. And I'll give you a prime example of that. Any video I did on computers, and I'm talking about custom builds, retro stuff, refurbishments, modifications, anything, they jump right on it. They'll promote it right away and give you absolutely no flack at all. If you post a video on any of our non-lethal guns or, and I can't believe this, I can't believe I'm going to say this, airsoft guns or paintball guns, if it even resembles something that fires a projectile, they won't take it. So keep that in mind when you're doing it. If you're doing stuff that's fairly innocuous that most people, wouldn't find offensive even if they really, really, really tried, you're going to be fine. That's a really good site, Prodvigate. I will put that down there. Now, if you are a review channel, and I got to tell you guys, if you are a review channel, be honest with your people. Don't give a good review to a bad product because it's going to come back to you. People will respond and you will have an issue. Like I always tell my people, whenever I review a product, you get the fleas with the dog. So no matter how good or bad it is, you're going to see it as I see it. And don't cheat. Open it up on camera with your viewers. Let them see it the way you see it because that's exactly how they're going to experience it. So don't cheat. Do it with them. That's a huge thing. Website. There's one called Intellifluence. Now, what I'm going to do is I'll drop another link for those guys down here. Intellifluence is one of those sites where it's a mixed bag. You'll get Amazon reviews. What they'll do is they'll have you purchase a product, and then once you've purchased a product, they will refund the product, and then you post a review. Now, your review does not have to be positive. It can be negative, and trust me, I have done some. In fact, you know what? Let me give you an example. The FuVision photo frame. Go look at that piece of junk. That'll give you an idea of what we're talking about. And that's how I reviewed it on Amazon. And yet I still received that wonderfully junky thing for free. So you'll end up getting free products sent out to you. You can do your reviews on them and you'll end up essentially getting free product. So pretty cool. But do not be influenced to make a good review on a bad product. Always stay honest with your audience. Those are two fantastic websites, guys. You can use them a lot. I will drop links down there. They will help you out. All right. The only other thing I can tell you for sure when you're trying to build up your audience, if you're in a specific niche, watch other videos that are in that niche. You can actually, if you're searching, let's give an example like you're a gamer. Okay. I'm a retro gamer. So whenever I do my game streams, and yes, I know I'm going to be flamed for not doing them in a while, and I apologize for that. But I do games that interest me, and that does not necessarily mean that it's going to interest everybody else out there. I mean, if I'm playing games that are 10, 15, 20 years old, there's going to be a crowd for it, right? But most people aren't going to be doing that. So if you're a game reviewer and you want to review new games, jump on and do a search, New Games 2022, or something like that, search engine optimization. Find the games that people are watching. Play those games because that's what people are going to be searching for. They want to buy them. They want to see what they're like. Jump out there and check them out. That's another really good way to do it. There is no magic bullet to figuring out how to get viewers to stay and how to get viewers to subscribe. Don't be afraid to ask them. So if you're in the video, please subscribe below. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, drop a logo on the bottom, subscribe now, whatever you want to do. But at the end of the day, you can remind them. Just don't be pushy. I don't know. Listen, I watch YouTube, guys. I'm not just a creator. I actually watch it. And if I am constantly smashed in the face with sub, I'm just as likely to click off and go to the next YouTuber as I am to subscribe to that guy. So just be cognizant of that. So what have we learned? Number one, your niche. Find something you love. Passion comes through the camera. Your people will pick up on it. Tools. There are tools out there available for you to use, and I will link these down in the description. They will help you guys. It takes a little time to build these up. You may get the video that skyrockets, and then the next day you make a video that you are 100% sure is going to be great because you put all your heart and soul into it, but at the end of the day, it'll bomb. There's no reason, no rhyme, there's no reason it happens. It just does. I've had videos that have been out for a year and a half that at the beginning were slow, and then all of a sudden, pew, they take off. So stay with it. Don't give up on it. And if you want my real personal advice, don't watch your subscriber count every day. It'll drive you batty. just wait about every once a week. That's when you actually want to do it. That's my advice. It will actually save you a lot of headaches. As far as the rest of it, be honest. And this all goes to everything. Either reviews, your niche, whatever. Be honest with your viewers. If you're honest with them, they will respond. They will interact with you. Talk back to them. And you will have you'll have a lot of fun doing this, man. You really will. And above all else, everything we've talked about, enjoy it. You've got to enjoy what you're doing. Don't do this because you have to. Don't do this because, certainly don't get into it thinking you're going to be a millionaire overnight. Do this because it's a passion, because it's something you enjoy sharing with other people. And I guarantee you, if you share that passion, they will respond and you will move places. Well, thank you guys for watching. I am available for comments. Anybody down there wants to talk about this stuff, or if you have questions about any of the resources. But at the end of the day, guys, just keep making the videos. Heck, I may watch them. Have a fantastic weekend and be safe out there. Bye-bye.